Warning, this isn't just cringe, it's super anime cringe. If you couldn't tell, that time has passed since the last vlog. My hair has gotten even longer and continues to obstruct my left eyeball. That being said, I like it. It looks super anime, as my barber has told me. Hello, flock. My name is Sound of Sheep. Welcome to a vlog, not a stream, a vlog. Today, we are going to talk about OCD and perfectionism. Which fun topic should we start with? Let's talk about OCD first. A little bit about my past. First and foremost, when I was 13, I was diagnosed with OCD and I started to, or should I say, obsessive compulsive disorder. And from there, I started to go to therapy. However, there are still some things to this day that haunt me in the form of compulsions. There are some compulsions that bother me nowadays on a semi-daily basis, but nowhere near as bad as it was when I was like a teenager. Here's a fun tip. If you ever want to know how old I am at any given time, just subtract, well, it doesn't really work like that completely, but just subtract 2000 from the current year. That is my age. So if it is 2300 and you subtract 2000, I'm 300 years old. Good for me. Compulsions that bother me on a day-to-day basis. I'm a bit of a neat freak, washing my hands and such. I also have very repetitive thoughts sometimes where I'll have to like keep thinking about something. If something's on my mind that's really bothering me or bringing me anxiety, I need to keep thinking about it. I like repeat the thought inside my head over and over and over and over. But it also does come in play with my content sometimes. I have a list. We shall look at it, so I know I talk about all the points I wanted to talk about in this video, and I do not miss a single one. Before I go on any further, by the way, I just want to clarify that I am not looking for any pity. It's just something I want to talk about because I like to be transparent. Some of the most prime examples of where my compulsions will come into play is my thumbnails. I am really particular about my thumbnails. I'm going to show an example right now. Look at this. Look at this thumbnail that's here, currently right here next to me. So the thumbnail that's currently on screen, I spent a lot of time just like looking very closely at it. Like I get down very minute details because I'm so worried about it being perfect. Because it's like, it's YouTube. The first thing you're gonna see is the thumbnail. And if you don't have the good thumbnails, then no one's gonna click on that video. And then all your time is wasted. Not really. I like to make videos for whoever wants to watch them. I never consider my view counts as to how good a video did. As long as like one person sees it and enjoys it, we're good. That being said, I still do worry about these thumbnails. It's just a compulsion of mine. For example, the one that you saw on screen just a second ago and maybe still see on screen right now. Basically what happened was I wound up spending a lot of time just like looking at like the pixels, like the literal pixels in Photoshop and trying to make this thumbnail look absolutely perfect. And then I did upload the video and then I realized that the thumbnail wasn't perfect, so I spent more time editing the thumbnail and I changed it again. And then I think I changed it like one more time to like make it look even better and in my mind, and then by then I had spent so much time just looking at a thumbnail that was already pretty good in my opinion. Another thing that comes into play when I am making a YouTube video, for example, is I type out the title of a video and I always make sure that there are no spaces at the beginning or end of the title. Like I have to like check, I have to be like, okay, there's no spaces, right? No spaces. Like I'm like hitting the arrow keys, I'm like checking the spacing is absolutely perfect. That's just an example of how my OCD manifests. It's different for everybody. That's just an example of how it affects me on a fairly consistent basis now that I'm doing a lot of content stuff. The best way to fight a compulsion is to not engage it. Go figure, just don't do it. But that's the really hard part if you have OCD, is actually not doing the compulsion. You can't really cure it. It's more just like you do things to fight it and I guess like suppress it in a sense, but like in a good way. So the conversation about OCD transitions into a conversation about perfectionism. I am also a perfectionist, go figure. And one of the things that I think about is like making like the perfect videos. There's so much pressure around the idea of like quality content. By the way, as somebody who's been doing this content streaming stuff for over a year now, my least favorite words are content, probably quality, and algorithm. If you've ever made anything for the internet, art, videos, writing, you think about the idea of making like this perfect stuff. There's this big caveat against posting poor quality content, right? And I think that also stops people from posting things. I feel like you see everybody demanding like quality content. So that makes you feel very insecure about what you post. The problem is that you see this argument about what's good content, right? The idea of just saying, oh, you gotta make good content, right? But the thing is that quality is very subjective. That's something I take into consideration every day. I don't judge my content because I'm not the one I'm trying to reach, right? I'm trying to reach you. I'm talking to you. And you're the judge of the quality of my content, right? But the thing is that you're not the only judge. There's like some other judges in the audience. I'm at a point where not just one person is watching my videos. So go figure, in the grand scheme of things, I have a lot of people that I'm trying to reach. And the thing about that is that quality is very subjective. What you like, the next person might not like, and what they like, you might not like, right? So the thing is that like the quality of a video, of a thumbnail, of a vlog, right? Like that stuff is so subjective. What you might enjoy is not what the next person is going to enjoy. But the thing is that there is this pressure to make quality content around posting anything, which I think holds a lot of people back from posting, period. It's unfortunate, but we worry about what other people think, and we're worried about our peers' judgment, when really in the long run that stuff doesn't matter. But the idea that really upsets me is the thought that there's so many people who have stuff or have talent or could make videos or post things or post art or post stories on the internet, but they don't because they don't think it's good quality content. If you've found like my very specific rabbit hole on the internet, then I know you've seen other bigger content creators than myself, bigger in the sense of how many subscribers they have. So the problem with being both a content creator as well as a viewer at the exact same time, I compare myself a lot to the really big subscriber count and view count video or creators I'm watching. It makes me feel really self-conscious about my content. Like I think to myself, like just even going before I made this vlog, I was like, okay, is there a way I can make like some like super cool effects? Like what can I do? Like how can I make everything really nice besides just like talking and putting music and putting lo-fi music, which I hope you guys like because I like, over the video? Those perfectionist thoughts are holding me back from making my content. And it's like those anxieties like build up. I'm just like, yo, I gotta make like really good stuff or else people don't want to watch it. Like I was saying earlier, quality is subjective, and I don't know what you guys are going to like necessarily. You can't make everybody happy, unfortunately. And that's something that I keep in mind to fight these perfectionist urges to have really cool effects and everything in my highly edited videos. But those people who are also making those videos often work with like teams and such and have like hired professionals, and that ain't me yet. One day we'll be professional. One day we'll get there, and we're gonna do it eventually. We're gonna make this path work, and I will be doing this full time one day. But for now, we're just chilling, and we're doing as much work as we possibly can to get to that goal as soon as we can. But patience is key. Keep that in mind as always. Remember, nothing has to be perfect. Nothing ever will be perfect. There will always be somebody who doesn't like what you do. Or should I say, post online. Never forget that. Because you can't let those thoughts hold you back from doing what you want to do or chasing your dreams, which is what I'm trying to do in this case. And I hope you guys are enjoying the journey as much as I am. And that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, or night, my friend. But until next time, this is Sound of Sheep, signing